Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lepakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 18th of May. Apple CEO visits India, tapping country's startups high on agenda. Hundreds of families feared buried in flood-triggered landslides in Sri Lanka. And US recalibrated sanctions will not hurt Myanmar, says Suu Kyi. And now for all the details. Tim Cook visits India for the first time as the CEO of tech giant Apple. The company plans to set up a software lab in the country to help Indian startups and developers working on the company's iOS platform.
Apple CEO Tim Cook commenced his tour to India with a visit to the Siddhivinayak temple in India's western city of Mumbai, accompanied by Apple India head Sanjay Kaul. Cook, who arrived in India late on Tuesday, will meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other officials later this week. The company has launched an ambitious plan to tap India's startup ecosystem with the announcement of plans to set up a design and development startup accelerator in India's Silicon Valley, Bengaluru. The new accelerator facility would help Indian developers and startups create innovative apps for Apple customers globally and would provide resources to support entrepreneurs. The company is also expected to unveil plans to expand its software development center in India's southern city of Hyderabad, also home to Microsoft's first India office, where engineers are working on Apple Maps. Cook's visit coincides with India's emergence as one of the last large growth markets for smartphones, with sales in the United States and China beginning to taper off.
India on Wednesday successfully test-fired its indigenously developed nuclear-capable Prithvi-II missile. The short-range surface-to-surface missile Prithvi-II was tested from test range at Chandipur in Odisha, indicating India's operational readiness to meet any eventuality. Prithvi-II is the first missile to be developed by Defence Research and Development Organisation under India's prestigious Integrated Guided Missile Development Programme. The missile uses advanced inertial guidance system with maneuvering trajectory to hit its target. Moving on, an atmosphere of despair continues to prevail in Gilgit-Baltistan. Frustration is mounting among the locals due to government's incapability to fulfill the basic infrastructure demands of electricity and roads. A report.
The people of illegally occupied region of Gilgit-Baltistan are fed up of the government's callous and indifferent attitude towards people's basic demands of electricity and connectivity. Locals claim that despite several assurances and deadlines by the government, there has been absolutely no progress regarding the demands as people continue to reel from the sheer apathy. Unscheduled power outages up to 18 to 20 hours a day are a common feature and have hampered the smooth functioning of small-scale businesses, educational institutions and other government departments.
पर मुतासिर हुए तकरीबन गिलगित शहर ही जो सबसे ज़्यादा अहमियत का हामिल इलाका है, यहाँ तकरीबन 1 महीने तक बिजली गायब रही, जिसकी वजह से यहाँ की जो सनती जोन है वो सारे जाम होकर रह गए हैं और जितने भी बरकी आलात हैं, बरकी मशीनरी है, वो सारे के सारे जाम होकर रह गई है और शहर के बहुत सारे इलाके अब भी यहाँ पे जो है बिजली की सहूलत से महरूम हैं.
The condition of the people living in the remote areas of this region is painfully dismal. Locals claim that there is no proper road connectivity for the people living in the remote villages of the region, and flash floods that occurred last month has worsened the situation.
बहुत सारी वादियाँ जो हैं अभी तक कटी हुई हैं. ज़िला गिज़र और नगर और दियामर के जो इलाके हैं वो अभी तक बहाल नहीं हुए, उनके साथ ज़मीनी राबिते अभी तक कायम नहीं किए जा सके. इस वजह से निगर का जो इलाका है उसमें 2 ख़वातीन जो हामिला थी वो सड़क बंद होने की वजह से, कोई फ़िज़ाई उनको इमदाद ना मिलने की वजह से, कोई सर्विस शुरू ना करने की वजह से वो जहाँ बहक हो गई. उसके बाद अभी तक वहाँ पे सूरत-हाल ऐसा है, तकरीबन हज़ारों के लोग जो है वहाँ पे महसूर होकर रह गए। उनका दुनिया के किसी भी इलाके से कोई राबिता नहीं हो रहा है।
Pakistan had claimed to address the perennial energy crisis and poor connectivity of Gilgit-Baltistan when it entered into an agreement with China to build several developmental and power projects. But people of the region say that they have nothing to cheer about as the situation continues to remain the same.
More than 200 families have been feared buried in landslides in Sri Lanka. Heavy downpour in the island nation has forced over 200,000 people from their homes.
Days of torrential rainfall has led to flood-like situation in Sri Lanka, with dozens of people reported dead so far. Hundreds of people have been evacuated to safety in rescue operations in landslide-affected areas across the country. At least 3 villages have also been reported buried in the mudslides. Houses have been damaged and flooded roads have thrown the normal lives of people out of gear. Landslides warnings have been issued in several districts following the inclement weather.
අදත් කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලයේදී රුපියල් මිලියන 150ක් අපිට අවශ්‍ය අවස්ථාවල වියදම් කරන්න සාන සේවා දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේට කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලයේ මුදාහරින්න ලැබුවා. සෑම නිවාසයක්ම අර්ධ හානි හෝ පූර්ණ හානි ඒ හැම කෙනෙකුටම අවශ්‍ය කරන මුදල් රජයේ රක්ෂණ ක්‍රමය යටතේ ලබා දෙනවා.
The meteorological department has forecast more rains in coming days in the Indian Ocean island nation. Flooding and drought are cyclical in Sri Lanka, which is battered by a southern monsoon between May and September, while a northeastern monsoon runs from December to February.
Moving on to news from Myanmar, a day after United States extended sanctions against Myanmar, the government in Prithvi-II has stated that the continuation of these sanctions neither will hurt the economy nor affect its relation with the US.
Myanmar State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, while reacting to Washington's recalibrated sanction on the country, stated that it is not a big problem and will not affect the economy. Myanmar has the strength and the means to overcome any obstacles that may be imposed at this time, Suu Kyi said. She also added that the sanctions were imposed for particular reasons which will be removed in time. United States on Tuesday had announced extension of sanctions on Myanmar for another year. However, it has eased the sanctions by removing some state-owned enterprises off the blacklist to support political reforms and economic growth in the country, but retained other measures to discourage human rights abuses and military trade with North Korea. Among the sanctions left in place are those on a number of individuals, especially associated with the previous junta regime, and businesses, including some gem miners. Despite the extension, Suu Kyi has asserted that the US is a good friend and will remain as such with Myanmar.
Summers in India are synonymous with mango season. The country is the largest producer of mangoes in the world that is known for its lip-smacking taste and interesting varieties.
Mangoes are the most awaited part of the summer season in India. The intoxicating sweet aroma of mangoes is enough to lift up the spirits in the blistering heat. A mango fair in India's southern Bengaluru city, which provides different varieties of mangoes at regulated prices, are drawing large number of mango lovers. The event was aimed at bringing farmers and consumers on one platform without the presence of middlemen at a discount of 10%.
Me and my family like a lot of mangoes, and as soon as we come to know that there is a mango mela going on over here in Hopcoms, so it was just a dream come true because we love mangoes so much. We came over here and saw elephant, so langda, the sherry, and then the raspberry and all these mangoes over here, along with my favorite jamuns as well. A lot of varieties of fruits are such a reasonable quality. And
mango is ubiquitous in every meal in Indian households in the form of mango juice, homemade ice cream, pickles and many more. The fair displayed 14 types of mangoes.
I'll buy for at least for a week. 2-3 kgs I'll buy. I'm very excited to come here to see so many mangoes. Lovely.
During this season, various mango festivals and fairs are held in different parts of the country for mango lovers from across the world.
A musical concert of upcoming Bollywood film Sarabjit featuring popular singers recreated the magic of the songs from the movie. The musical rendezvous charmed cine fans with soothing and melodious tracks. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Apple CEO visits India, tapping country's startup high on agenda. Hundreds of families feared buried in flood-triggered landslides in Sri Lanka. And US recalibrated sanctions will not hurt Myanmar, says Suu Kyi. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.